Good afternoon, Cancer. This is going to be your video. At least I'm not in flannel plaid pajamas. The last two videos, I was literally in the house. I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm at home. I'm comfortable. I'm not trying to impress anybody, so I'm going to go ahead and start my video. And if I'm in pajamas, so be it. So what I did notice was, and I have been saying this in all of my videos, I've been addressing this energy of fear that everybody's in right now. And when one person focuses their attention on something, it becomes reality. So right now, as a collective consciousness, we all are focused on, whatever we all are focused on collectively is manifesting. And what is that right now? That is fear. Fear is the theme. And I got to noticing, and it started a lot of arguments on social media, but everyone is having their very own experience right now. I mean, there have been people who have been stopped by the police, who've been like, why are you out driving? There have been other people who have been like, what are you talking about? I've been out driving all day long. I have not seen one police. There have been people who have been to the stores that have been like, man, there's like nothing in the store. There have been others who've gone in the stores. There's been plenty. They've been like, what planet are you shopping on? Mars? And it is because everybody is experiencing their own fears right now. You know, some of us have the fear of losing our civil liberties. Some of us have the fear of not having enough. So we each are experiencing our own fears right now. So if you see somebody talking about something, you don't understand it, don't argue with them. That is what they are experiencing in their physical reality right now, and it's very real for them. So am I saying do not be safe, do not practice social distancing? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is try to release the energy of fear, try to focus your energy on something else, because collectively we need to do that. Right now, humanity is waking up from their sleep, their soul amnesia, like never before. And to be honest with you, I believe that this crisis is what is the catalyst for that. If you have not already started spiritually awakening, you know, I've been on a twin flame journey almost 4 years now, and that was the catalyst for me. But all of humanity is waking up right now, and they're all kind of looking around and they're like, what is going on? Maybe we really are living in a simulated reality. Maybe we really are souls in meat suits, experiencing being human and simulating our reality by what we believe to be true. And look around. It's happening like never before. All of humanity is being red-pilled. If you have not yet taken the red pill, well, you're being red-pilled whether or not you want to or not. More and more people have been interested in my videos than ever before. I've been trying to manifest more of an audience because I've always wanted to be a teacher, and it never worked out for me to actually be a school teacher, although I was a sub for 25 years in the school system. I was a paraeducator, but I've come to realize that I'm meant to be this kind of teacher. Oh, that one wanted to come out. And I am going with it. And I'm trying to get the messages out right now. So I am going to give you your energy update right now, Cancer, let you know what is going on in your vibrational mix. Take what resonates and use it to manifest your best reality. If something really does resonate, believe it. Use it to create what it is that you are trying to create in your physical world. And that is my spiel for this video right now. I need a Vampire Oracle card for my Cancer friends so I can give them the best possible messages that are coming through. Give me a card. This one wants to come out. And I'm going to pull one of these Literary Witches Oracle cards, which I really like. This is my newest deck. I'm getting a new deck probably next week. I've been kind of shopping around, see what deck calls to me. That one definitely wanted to come out. All right, the first card that we have is Knight of Pentacles, loyalty. You are loyal to a fault. And loyalty is not a bad thing, but you need to release things that no longer serve you. I understand the need to feel loyal to a job, the need to feel loyal to people, to relationships. But do not disloyal yourself in the process. Do what's best for you. And don't be scared to lose anything or anybody, because a lot of times we block what is really for us by holding on to what is not for us. And that is the energy that I'm getting with this, is that you are stuck right now. You are stuck trying to please others. It's a certain amount of conformity to this card, of really being scared to speak your truth. I feel like there's a lot of you that really do believe in this stuff here, but you're scared of what other people might think. Maybe you were raised in the church. I've said this before, I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses for 20 years. In that cult, and understand I don't speak badly on them. I have set my mind to not speaking bad about the organization, so I'm not going to do that here, but they no longer resonated with me as I released my need for any type of organized religion, because I get my spiritual download straight from source now. So always don't be scared to be your authentic self and to let that shine through, because people love authenticity. Sure, I've lost quite a few people along the way, but you can still love people from afar. You can still love people and not be attached to them. This has really taught me non-attachment, that you can love people right where they're at, and understand sometimes when we do speak our truth, we trigger other people, because this is something that they have denied in themselves. And we have the anxiety card. So this is kind of what I was picking up on, that you have a certain amount of anxiety. And I feel like it's around that whole really feeling like you're stuck, that you're trying to do what's best for everybody else but you. And the message that's coming through is that you need to start putting yourself first. Even if you're a parent, it's very crucial to put yourself first, because happy parents make better parents. And a lot of times when we sacrifice for our children, it creates a certain amount of bitterness within us, because you're like, man, what would have happened? Man, if I just hadn't had kids, I could have done this, I could have done that. So make sure you are still fulfilling your own dreams. And once your kids leave the house, I know mine left, they flew away like Charlotte's kids on Charlotte's Web. Like, bye, see you later, sometimes, they have their own lives and they don't have time for you anymore. And then you're sitting there like, damn, I sacrificed all this for my kids and they're not doing anything for me. Well, that's very conditional, first of all. That's very conditional, and that's not really being loving. And we have to allow people to have freedom and space. And so make sure you're not in that element of control, of trying to control others to receive something in return. Really check in with your intentions, because that's being very conditional. We have the Eight of Cups, change. So I feel like whatever this connection is that you have been in, this is something from the past that you're still holding on to. This is someone from the past that you're still holding on to. And once again, I said, once we hold on to things that are no longer for us, and understand, it doesn't have anything to do with you. Don't take it personally. When we outgrow other people or they outgrow us, we take that personally. We take that to mean that there's something wrong with us, that we don't measure up, or, maybe your ex has moved on with someone else. And, then we find ourselves comparing ourselves to them. What do they have that I didn't have? Nothing. You just fell out of energetic alignment. They were no longer, you grew and maybe they didn't. And don't feel bad about this, and don't let anybody guilt you into this. Even if it's a marriage that you're thinking about walking away from, that I'm getting for some of you, do what's best for you. And don't let anybody tell you that there's anything wrong with being single for a while. Fill your own cup for a while. Because I do feel like someone new is coming in, if they haven't already. But don't let this past connection that you're still holding on to, that you still have pain and regret because of, and I'm picking up on this energy of, I wasted years with this person. There's no such thing as wasted years or mistakes when you learn from them. You learned from it, and it helped prepare you for the next relationship, which I feel like is coming in. I feel like you have met them. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So maybe you just started talking to somebody. But try not to get hung up on labels, and try not to get hung up on too much right now on knowing what this is right now. Go with the flow. Really take the time to really get to know each other, and make sure that you are being your authentic self, because if you're being your authentic self, they will be theirs as well. Because if you are being yourself, if they are not, then they will fall off on their own accord. You have to be what it is that you're trying to attract. I did a personal reading the other day, and what I had said was, if you want freedom and space from another person, because a lot of times we're really, really scared to lose our freedom, to lose ourselves in a relationship. Well, make sure you keep doing the things that you have been doing. And make sure, if you want space, that you're all right with giving space. If you're talking to someone and let's say you don't talk to them for a day or two, don't freak out and be like, oh my goodness, and all this and all that. Give people space and kind of let them rubber band back to you. Because when you allow someone else to have freedom and space, it attracts them to you like flies to honey. That message was specific for somebody. Two of Swords, crossroads. This is that crossroads energy of, which way do I go? Do I go left or right? Do I continue to try to hold on to this past connection? And I'm getting, for some of you, maybe you've started talking to someone new and you're really hitting it off, and then this other person from the past keeps coming back in. And when they keep coming back in, it kind of is giving you this sense of hope. Like, well, should I do this or should I do that? And this could even be the choice between two jobs. I'm getting that for some people. Maybe you're trying to decide if you should relocate or if you should keep being loyal to and working with the company that you've been working with. Well, the message that's coming through is to go with the newness, go with the new choice. Go ahead and go out there and experience something new for a while. Because that's not saying that this past connection is dead entirely. Sometimes we have to go on, we have to experience something new, and that people come into our lives to teach us, to prepare us. And not just that, but this is kind of that energy of, if you go back to this other person, if you leave this new person alone, you go back to this other person, and you're like, here I am, let's do this again. They're going to run off again, or they're going to keep doing the things that they've been doing because they realize that they can shelf you. They can make you an option, and they can come back whenever they want to. So it's really important right now to make sure that they realize that that is not the case. And that is going to be their tower moment for change. We have sudden wealth. So if you've been waiting on money, that money is coming. This could be a raise, this could be a promotion, this could be a settlement of some kind. Maybe you've been waiting to receive money in the mail, waiting to hear about money. This is going to come. Your business is going to flourish. And I know you're like, how is that going to happen when all this is going on right now in the world? Trust me. We create our own blocks. with our self-limiting views and beliefs. So if you believe that you're not going to have enough, guess what? If you tell yourself, you know what, I am going to be prosperous in spite of everything that's going on in the world. I am abundance. I am love. I am health. Guess what? That's what you're going to have. So make sure you are not stuck in those fears of lack, of scarcity, that fear-based energy that I was talking about. It's beautiful. Ace of Cups, love. This is a brand new beginning. And you're supposed to take this chance. You're supposed to take this leap. And this is the road you're supposed to take for a while. Try to release the past and try not to compare what you've had before to this new connection, because this new connection is altogether different. And you don't want to taint it with things that have happened before. Create a brand new cycle, because I'm getting for a lot of you, you've been stuck in the same cycle. All of your relationships have been the same, and the reason why they've been the same is because that's what you've expected. You haven't expected anything more. So, even tell yourself the mantra every day that I am love, I am worthy of love, and believe it and trust it. Because in order for somebody to be trusted, you have to trust them. And anything that is going on does not have any meaning unless you give it meaning. For example, let's say, for example, you just start talking to this person, and for like 2 days, you haven't heard from them, and you're sitting there thinking, man, maybe they're talking to someone else. Maybe they've lost interest. Maybe they've just been too busy. It's none of those things. It just is. Tell yourself, you know what? It just is, and I accept this. And don't create a story around it, because guess what happens when you create a story around it? That becomes your reality. So try to practice whatever's happening right now, just accept it and be like, it just is. I don't have to subscribe meaning to this. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. This is kind of that energy that I'm picking up on, that go with the flow. You don't need to know what this is right now. You don't need to figure it out. You don't need to label it. You don't need to give any type meaning to it. Just go with the flow and take things moment by moment. Slow down. This is not a race. So this connection that you have, just really enjoy every moment of it and try not to worry about the future. Practice presence. That is the key to this connection being different than all the ones that you've had before, and really try to apply. I said that there are no mistakes if you learn from them. So look back on things that you deem as mistakes that you've made. And what lessons did they teach you, and apply the lessons to this connection as well. King of Wands, practicality. So I'm feeling very strongly that this person that you're with is very down to earth, very practical. Nothing like anyone you've ever met before. They really didn't come in and try to sell you a dream like the others. We all run into like smooth talkers who, talk a good game and can't deliver. This is not that. This is someone who's very grounded, very down to earth. And like I said, if you have not met this person, you're going to. And this could be someone that you work with, someone that you know, that this is going to ascend to the next level of intimacy, of a friendship becoming more than friendship. But this person is very grounded. And I'm getting that, they're very spiritual in nature, even, they understand the universe. Maybe you enjoy talking to them because they know so much. So that is the energy that I'm picking up on with this card here. Because to clarify that, we have supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, and otherworldly. So this is that energy of that King of Wands, of this person being very grounded and being very spiritual in nature. And understand, everyone is a soulmate. Everyone that we meet, even people that you bump shoulders with on the street, because if they would not be in your physical reality if they were not part of your soul family. they're a part of your physical reality, but there's different levels, different degrees of soulmates. So this person here is a romantic soulmate. And so that's where the supernatural otherworldly come in at, because they're really here to teach you and to guide you. And even if something, for instance, that they say or do triggers you, kind of go within and look at, because people are a perfect mirror. Look at what they're trying to show you. It's something that you need to work on. So don't necessarily cross them off. A lot of times, you know, if you've been hurt so many times, if someone makes like one mistake, you're like, nope. Try not to be that way with this particular connection. And that's what I'm picking up on, this judgment, self-reflection. It's so funny I just talked about that, because that is the exact energy of this card, is that person holding up a mirror for you to look into. So it can be anything. Like, let's say, for example, the person, you know, they say something that makes you jealous. Well, understand that is not a reflection of them. That is a reflection of you, of your own insecurities that you need to look at. And it's also fear-based. It could be something that you attracted, because that was kind of where you were at vibrationally at the time. So instead of putting this judgment out on this other person, look within and really try to figure out what they're showing you. We have a noose. And this is the same energy as the hangman energy of that being stuck. And I feel like you're stuck in the past because you still haven't released everything that's happened. And understand everything up until this point was here to prepare you. So stop judging it. Stop judging things that have happened. And, you know, really learn to forgive others. You know, if there have been people in your past that have hurt you, forgive them, because understand that was situations that you attracted. Those were lessons that you attracted that you needed to learn. And lessons will repeat themselves until you learn them. That's beautiful. I'm going to pull one more Lover's Oracle card. We're at 2222. Magical number. 2222 is all about, twos are all about union anyway. Coming together. And we have 4 of them. All right, we got 2 cards. 2 of them wanted to come out. It says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. But I feel like they already have manifested physically, this particular person here that I was talking about. You've already met them. Power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away anytime. So this is that feeling stuck energy that I was talking about, that loyalty, of learning to be loyal to yourself and taking back your own power. Well, if anyone would like to have a personal reading, they're $20 right now, and you can pay through Cash App or PayPal. I'll include my email address in the description of the video, and I can send you a link to your very own YouTube video that's private, only you and I see. Or for like my Facebook viewers, if you're friends with me on Facebook, we can actually video chat and we can talk while I pull cards. So if that's something you're interested in, do reach out to me. Thank you for watching.